Hello everyone, my name is Maxim Kozlov and I'm so happy you decided to join me with the exploration of 7 important cello scales. You will learn about different patterns, how to use them, when to use extensions. We will also work on shifts, string crossings and proper bow position. Stay with me and I'm sure you will learn something new. C major scale, 2 octaves. It starts with the lowest note we can play on cello, open C, and will go across all 4 cello strings. This scale has no sharps or flats, and we will only use 2 patterns to play it. First, let's work on the first pattern. Fingers 1, 3 and 4. We will play first 4 notes on the C string, and I will play it up and down, and that will be your first exercise to learn with me. If your cello has tapes on the fingerboard, like the cello I'm using now, feel free to look at your left hand to adjust fingers position. Just make sure that when you do it, you don't move the cello too far from yourself. It might be easier to look at it in this position, but it will really mess up your bow technique, because it's very important to keep a proper angle between the bow and the string. Once you play this exercise few times and you noticed that I used the whole bow when I played, so each note got as much bow as possible. Then after that you can play 2 notes per bow. That means that you will use about half of the bow for each note. It will work this way. It's very important to use help of other fingers when you have to play with pinky. Actually, when you see fingerings, that shows you not only which finger will actually make the sound, but in most cases it will tell you how many fingers you will have to have on the fingerboard. For instance, when you have to play with the first finger, you will have only 1 finger. With the second finger, 2 fingers. 3 fingers will be pressing on the string when you use the third finger, and when you have to use pinky, 4th finger, then all 4 fingers will be pressing on the string. You will have to use the same pattern playing on the G string. 1, 3, 4. And then you can play it 2 notes per bow. noticed that when I played 2 notes per bow, I repeated the note which I played with the 4th finger. Now, to continue C major scale on D and A strings, you will have to use the 2nd finger instead of the 3rd. Let's work together on 1, 2, 4 pattern. And then 2 notes per bow. On the A string, you will not have to use pinky. So this way you just use part of this pattern 1, 2, 4. And now, after you got familiar with those patterns, let's play this scale 1 note per bow from the beginning through the end. If you can, I would recommend you to play with a metronome. A very good tempo will be playing 60 beats per minute. It will sound like this. However, it might feel too difficult to play with the metronome right away. No worries, you can always do it later. Okay, C major scale, 1 note per bow. How did it go? Did you remember to think about patterns? 1, 3, 4, then again 1, 3, 4, and then on the D string 1, 2, 4, and on the A string 1, 2. If you had to think a lot about this, that means you just have to keep playing this scale for a few more days. And at some point you'll catch yourself with playing all those notes without thinking which fingerings you have to use. And that means that you made one step up and your technique got better.